Hello, everybody. Oh, welcome. How are you? How is your October starting? Is it cool where you are? Is it still warm? I am in North Carolina, so it's kind of cold in the morning, and then by the afternoon it feels like summer again. So the fall vibes they're medium. They're kind of there, kind of not. Hi Giacomo. How is Italy right now? Curious. Happy Thursday. Hi, Jeff. So good to see you guys. Um, I'm so excited to talk about branding your live streams because that is like where the magic happens with LinkedIn Live and with using StreamYard to stream to LinkedIn Live. So, hi, Anya. You're in California, right? I feel like maybe it's the same vibe as North Carolina. Very fallish in New England. I believe that, Jeff. I bet it's beautiful up there. All right. Okay. I am just going to dive in. There's a lot that I want to share today because this is like my favorite part about live streaming. So let's just get started. Okay. So, branding your live show. Let's see. So, first off, I'm Shelby. I know most of you that are here, but just in case, I help content creators streamline their content process and stay consistent. Hey, Kim, good to see you. Yeah, Florida is probably the same as North Carolina. It doesn't get very cold. So I specialize mostly in live streaming and have done, I don't know at this point, well over 100 episodes of live stream producing. So usually I'm behind the scenes. I've come in front of the camera for a few lately just to kind of share more about how to live stream because LinkedIn is a different animal than other social media platforms because we have to connect a third-party streaming tool, meaning there has to be some sort of account that connects to LinkedIn that then streams to LinkedIn. So I'm going to kind of talk about that a little bit more today and kind of go over how to make it look cute, stream cute. That's my new thing. Jeff came up with that yesterday or Monday. So stream cute. So this is the agenda for today. Meet me, hello, and then why should you live stream? Why is it important? We'll walk through that a little bit again, and then how we can stream to multiple locations. I'm going to go through a little bit of a StreamYard demo so I can show you guys what it looks like without all of the branding, what you can add, what you can leave out, all of that, and how to add your personal touch, your branding, or just make it a little bit more like you know. So let's see, Jeff. Stream cute. Kimberly, we love cute things. Yes, we do. Oh, Anya, I like this. Stream smart. Okay, I like that. That's good. Okay, and then questions, of course. And as we go through, please ask any questions that you have while we're going through these slides, but also at the end, we'll kind of go over a couple. So let's see. First of all, I want to know what is holding you back from producing more content. So I know we all have heard how important it is to show up online, to produce content about yourself, your brand, all of that. But what is it that holds you back from sharing more online? I know that there's a lot of things that can kind of inhibit that because it's like, oh, well, do I share? What do I share? How often do I share? All of that. But I think for most of us, there's one major thing that kind of holds us back from producing content, to include myself, because I oftentimes prioritize my clients' work or my other things versus actually producing my own content or showing up here on this live stream by myself. So let's see what we have, what answers. Kimberly says time and new ideas. Ooh, the new ideas one. Yes, sometimes they just don't come. Those ideas sometimes just are not there. Um, lately has been tremendous time crunch for me. Yes, Jeff. Yes. Let's see, Anya, fear of sounding stupid. Oh, yes. I'm always like, I know, and I always say something that later on I'm like, oh my gosh, like, okay. So I get that completely. Let's see. Kimberly, I know you went live earlier, had challenges with seeing my audience in their comments today, but that would hold me back from doing it again. Okay, we're gonna talk through that a little bit more. For myself, it's the time that it takes to produce content, especially now that like it's become such a you have to record and then you have to edit and you add the graphics and the captions and like by the end of producing a 30-second video, you're 3 hours into the process. So I always think that that is kind of something that holds us all back a little bit is the time that it takes, like everything in life, time, right? Okay, so this is why I love live streaming and why I think live streaming is like a great option for producing content because you only get one go. So we're just recording this one time and there's no like, oh, I didn't like how my hair looked or I didn't like, I don't know, something that happened. And so now I'm re-recording because I'm bad. If I am recording by myself, I'll record like 10 times. Also, something else would be followers are here in real time. So we're talking together, Kimberly, Jeffrey, Anya, we're all here together. There's no need to monitor comments in your posts. So something that I always, when I am posting something like just like a text post or a video post, I'm always like getting on there to check who commented. And then I feel like I need to comment back, but I also feel like it needs to be a good comment. So then I'm like waiting to like come up with something clever and then I forget. And anyways, the live stream platform kind of takes that away where it's like, okay, like we're all here for 30 minutes or whatever it is. And we can have the conversation in real time. And there's none of that like monitoring comments and going back and like having to respond back and forth because that can go on for days. So I like this because there's not all of that. Another thing is just the content is easy to repurpose. So if there is something that you say or your guest says in the show, again, it's really easy to just clip the video, trim the video, and kind of like steal that little nugget that's maybe 30 seconds, 60 seconds, shorter videos. And then another thing that I haven't really talked about a lot and I feel like needs to be talked about more is StreamYard. You can stream to more than one platform at once. So for example, right now I'm streaming to LinkedIn and YouTube at the same time. So there's not like having to repost to a different place. And then comments are coming through in both of those places. So I'll kind of show you what that means. Okay, so here is how StreamYard connects to multiple platforms. So this is the inside of StreamYard, just a screenshot. StreamYard's super, super user-friendly. I know I've said that before, but I really mean it. You can go in there and it's pretty like, you can just figure it out pretty easily. But one of the main things for that is connecting to different destinations. And so for me, I connect both to LinkedIn and YouTube, and it's super easy. You just hit go live and it goes to both places. So that is where that is. And here is the different places that you can stream to. So I've not connected to all of these places, obviously, but if you have like a business Facebook group or maybe you have like a private community, I know some people do those in Facebook. So you can connect to that Facebook page and it's super simple, super quick. You literally just hit the plus button and add a different destination. Super awesome. And it's again, an easier way to produce more content for less work. And then here's like a example of comments coming through from different places. So for example, like this one's from YouTube, this one's from Twitch, and you can just see next to the name that there's like little icons for where they're coming in from. So this is my new like favorite feature that StreamYard implemented probably a couple months ago. You can star comments. So this is awesome because sometimes when you're streaming, there will be multiple comments coming through at once and it's kind of overwhelming. Or maybe there's like a really awesome question or a really awesome nugget that somebody shares in the comments, but you're talking about something else. You can just star the comment and come back to it later. So it makes it really easy. And this is also like a dream for producers because you're not trying to go back through all the comments, like scrolling and trying to see them while also trying to read other relevant comments. You can just like put all of the goodness into the little starred area, and then it will have the option to toggle over to the starred section and you'll see them all there. So that's what that is. And that's kind of a newer feature from StreamYard that I'm loving. So how to add comments to the screen. Now, Kimberly, I don't know if this was something that you ran into this morning when you were live streaming, but adding comments on screen like this or this is super, super simple. You literally just have to hit the comment and hide it by hitting it again. So again, another kind of cool behind the scenes feature for you in StreamYard. So you can kind of see what's going on there. So let's see. Brian says, always good to work once for multiple platforms. Yes, agreed. Definitely. Okay, so when you think about learning a new platform, what is your first reaction? So I was just talking to somebody earlier about live streaming, and every time that I start these conversations, I have to explain the third party thing, right? So we have LinkedIn and then we have StreamYard, and they work together and they play nice, but you have to create the StreamYard account in order to actually go live on LinkedIn. There's a lot of other options that you can use. I know Restream, Socialize, I want to say is another one. Vimeo are other like third-party streaming tools. StreamYard has been just like one that I've seen a lot of creators use, and I think it's the easiest to learn. I've done Restream, I've been in there. I do like it. I think that's the second most popular one. But StreamYard has been super easy to add branding, which is why I feel like that is that's the platform to go with. But every time that I bring up that we need to create a third-party account, I feel like everybody's like, no, not another username and password, which I agree. I have so many, and it's such a pain to have to keep track of all of the usernames and the passwords and learning new platforms. And I know that it's so frustrating, but I promise this one is not difficult to learn. Kimberly, I think let's do it. Then I go, oh, yes. Agreed. I know. All right. So here is where you go to see StreamYard, StreamYard.com, or you can just scan this little thing with your phone, and it'll take you into StreamYard, the website, so you can sign up for an account. So let me just put that up on the screen. I feel like I went through that a little bit too fast. So here it is. And in the next little bit, I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like the bare bones of StreamYard. None of this fancy branding that you see on the screen right now. So StreamYard.com, super simple. But let me just show you what StreamYard looks like without any of the bells and whistles. So first of all, you can go in here and just be a plain screen, just like what you would see on video. When you sign up for StreamYard, if you do the free version, you'll get this little, it's kind of hard to point. You get this little duck in the corner. And this is just their StreamYard branding. Some people it matters if there's their branding. Some people it doesn't. For me, I don't think this matters that much, but there is a couple of different features like recording you can only do on a paid plan, meaning like if you wanted to practice your live streams or record a video in StreamYard, you can't do that on the free version. But this is what it would look like if you signed up for a StreamYard account and didn't have anything else to put in there. So that, and then they have this one overlay. Also, an overlay is just this fancy word for these images that come up like this. So that's the other thing. But if you go live or upgrade to the paid version to go live, you can add in different colors and different overlays. So for example, this background that we have right here is something that I made in Canva and then uploaded here. But they have just like a regular black screen for when you are either presenting or have another guest on the screen with you. So that's what that looks like. But these are super easy to just make in Canva and you can upload. Okay, let's see. Jeff says, can you create overlays in Canva and add to StreamYard? Yes. So I will actually, let's see. I actually have created a bunch of templates in Canva for these things that you can go to shelbymerriweather.com/shelbysystems and you can download those Canva templates and you'll have like these backgrounds, these different ending screens, beginning screens, and then while you're live screens. So there's different options. Let's see. What else is there in StreamYard? Obviously, you can add in slides. That's super simple. You just download PDFs and then they have a way to upload them. So we'll go back and we'll add this. This is just also made in Canva, downloaded with a transparent background. So this one, I always forget to download them with the transparent background, and then there's a white screen and you can't see yourself. So that's what this one is. And let's see. All right. So that's just kind of the StreamYard behind the scenes look into it. Kimberly asks, StreamYard said can't post comments to LinkedIn. I'll figure it out. Okay, so StreamYard, this is the one thing, and I do kind of talk about it in my course, masteringlinkedinlive.com, but this is kind of the frustrating thing about StreamYard and LinkedIn. They don't play nice as far as comments go. So when I am actually producing shows for people who have multiple links that I need to drop in the comments, I will actually sign into their LinkedIn account. And I will comment those as them when we're live. So on their LinkedIn platform. Does that make sense? So it's frustrating because you can comment in StreamYard to all the other platforms like Facebook, YouTube, all of that, but you can't comment straight from StreamYard to LinkedIn. So it's kind of a bummer because if you're doing it solo, you have to have LinkedIn pulled up in the background and you have to mute it. And then sometimes you have to refresh it and sometimes you can hear it. So that's why I love doing these like QR codes or things like that, because it makes it so that people can just scan things. So like this here that you can scan with your phone, because there's not really a clickable thing for StreamYard or LinkedIn where you can click on it. So I'm hoping someday that will change. I'm betting it will, not too long from now, because they've made a lot of updates for things like that. So anyways, okay, so how to add your personal touches like this. We can add different branding colors. So when comments come through or banners come up, see how this is like a blue color on Kimberly's comments? We can update those colors to different things, just as long as you have a hex code. Super simple to add a different color to these kind of things. So here's another example of a banner that you could have like maybe a lighter blue too, or any other color that you wanted to, basically. So that is super simple to add. So intro / scheduling thumbnail. So this one is something that I see people get a little bit confused on when they first start live streaming, and it makes sense why. But I'm just going to put it up. This is kind of becoming a little bit scattered. Sorry, everybody. But I'm going to put up the intro thumbnail. That initially, when we start the live stream, that's what's up. And then we hit go live. And that also is what we use to schedule broadcasts with. So when you're actually creating the post on StreamYard, you have to add a thumbnail in order for it to post to LinkedIn. So when you're scheduling a broadcast, you have to have a thumbnail, a title, and a caption. So those three things before you actually hit create or schedule, because then as soon as you do that, it will create a post on LinkedIn. And then the LinkedIn post, if you don't have a thumbnail, will post as like a blank screen, like a blank gray screen, I think it is. So that's how you would get that thumbnail to transition to LinkedIn. And then what I like to do is before I hit the countdown video, I will put the thumbnail that I used on the screen, so that then when it hits go live, it just kind of looks like it just went into it. Because then when people play it back, they won't see that timer, they'll see that thumbnail. So they'll know exactly what the show's about. So let's see. Martin asks, how do you get the real-time text of your voice on StreamYard? I guess I don't understand this. Real-time text of your voice on StreamYard. Do you mean like the recording of your voice? Maybe you can clarify a little bit. Or do you mean the delay? Because there is a delay between StreamYard and LinkedIn. So if you had them both up, there would be a delay just by like, I think it's like 3 to 5 seconds is all that it is. But if you had both of them up, there'd be kind of an echo. So maybe that's what you're referring to. Oh, or maybe closed captions. Closed captions is actually a thing that you can turn on and off in LinkedIn on your personal profile. So if you're ever frustrated, because I know sometimes the closed captions go over the comments and they kind of like create a double, like you can't read the caption or you can't read the comment that's up, you can turn those closed captions off. So that might be what you're referring to. Okay, so the intro thumbnail is the same as the scheduling thumbnail, which we just went over. And that is one of the biggest things that I've seen people kind of mess up when they first start scheduling things. Sorry, Martin says, at the bottom of your stream now I'm seeing the captions. Okay, cool. So the scheduling thumbnail, which is one of my favorite parts about this, because then it can kind of transition a little bit better. And then let's see, backgrounds while you're live, which is all of this that pops up when you have a guest or when you're presenting. So that's another thing. And again, you can add a QR code for different different websites that you want to have people go to. But if nothing else, the one thing that I would say is the very, very most important thing that you have is an ending screen. And let me tell you why. Because we were live the other day and StreamYard had a glitch where we couldn't end the live stream. So had we not had a ending screen, everybody would have just had to sit there like trying to make conversation for who knows how long till we could figure out why there was this weird glitch that wouldn't let us end the live stream. So when I'm talking about the end screen, I'm referring to something like this that we'll put on at the very end. But that's super duper important, which I just recently learned was super, super important, because then when your live stream is actually officially over, you can throw that on there and then hit end broadcast and you can leave the studio. But the other day when we had issues, it just kept going live. Like it wouldn't let us hit the end broadcasting. So that won't happen to you. That was a weird glitch. I'm sure it'll never happen again, but I would recommend that you have one just in case. So, all right. So something to remember, you can start slow. You don't need to add all of these things all at once. If you want to just go live, just the screen, that is great. It's wonderful. The most important thing is you, right? You showing up. So don't get overwhelmed by all of the different things that you can do. It is fun, but it does take a little bit of preparation. So again, if you want to see these different Canva templates that I've created, you can go to my website, shelbymerriweather.com. You can use this QR code and scan this QR code, and this would get you just the branding templates that we have here that you can easily download in Canva and create your own, add your own branding, and download and upload into your StreamYard account. So that is those. Okay, we are about out of time, a couple more minutes, but do you have any questions about this? I know that there was a lot of things coming on and off the screen, but I'm just trying to help you see what is like StreamYard and what's just branding, different branding templates and stuff that we've added. So let me know if you have any questions about that. It's been really fun to like figure out different ways to personalize these live streams, because when we first started, when I first started with Kim, Coffee with Kim, back in 2020, we had none of this, and we kind of just like had to figure it out on the fly. And for a long time, I had to, when I would play the intro video, I would think that I couldn't add anything else into the live stream. And so everything was just kind of like start, stop. Anyways, so it's been fun to kind of get to know the platform, see different ways that we can kind of update it, and just kind of make it a little bit more cute, stream cute. That's what we're going for. So, okay, so all of this, yes, Jeff, is this all on your site? Yes, Mastering LinkedIn Live is where a lot of this will live. If you want to purchase the entire software setups, Canva templates, and my documents I talked about last time that help you stay organized, that's all on masteringlinkedinlive.com. But I am slowly moving things over to shelbymerriweather.com, which will have just individual things. So if you're like, oh, I think I can handle, for example, the organization piece of this, but I do want the like branding templates, that's all going to be on shelbymerriweather.com, where you can just purchase individual things from my whole course. So masteringlinkedinlive.com is where you could get everything, but then shelbymerriweather.com is where if you want to pick and choose from different things, you can go there and kind of choose which ones you want to do and which ones you don't. So it is just about time to say goodbye. Thank you so much for being here. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me here on LinkedIn. Just email me. I would love to hear what questions you have, if there's anything that we weren't able to get to today. And then also, I just want an invite to your live streams. So just connect with me here on LinkedIn so I can join and say hello to you in the comments the way that you've been here. So thank you so much for being here today, and I will see you all next time. Bye.